Hello from Freedomtax Accounting. We hope everyone is staying safe and are doing well. We're an accounting firm here in Florida. We are doing a series of videos uh, to provide the most current and accurate information for small business owners regarding all the SBA loans, PPP, EIDL loans that are available for financial help during this coronavirus pandemic. Today is June 9th. I always note the date I record these videos. If you have been following all the PPP news, you know that PPP guidelines and rules are ever changing. So whatever we discuss today may change tomorrow. So that's why it is very important that you subscribe to our channel, hit like, so that you can always get the latest information on the PPP guidelines. Okay, well, once again, today is June 9th, and just last night, the SBA released a press release with answering some questions regarding the PPP Flexibility Act. As you may know, the PPP program was designed with certain rules, and for the last 2 or 3 weeks, in the House and in the Senate, they were proposing changes to the PPP program. Just last Friday, June 5th, the president signed those changes into law. So the PPP Flexibility Act was signed into law June 5th. Now, even though if you want more information on the PPP Flexibility Act, we have done another video on that. You can look it up in our playlist. But in this video, we're just going to discuss the press release that came out last night, which answers some questions, but there are still some questions that haven't been answered. So let's take a look at the press release. It is right here on the SBA website. So I'm gonna go in so you can see it. So basically, this is the press release, and it tells you a lot of information, but this is where we want to concentrate. It says that the PPP Flexibility Act did lower the requirements of the 75% of the loan proceeds that have to be used for payroll. The PPP Flexibility Act lowered that amount to 60%. So remember, under the original PPP loan, you had to use at least 75% of the funds towards payroll. But now it's saying, it is confirming that you have to use at least 60% of the funds for payroll cost. Okay. Now, the important part of this paragraph is that if a borrower uses less than 60% of the loan amount for payroll cost during the forgiveness period, the borrower will continue to be eligible for partial loan forgiveness, subject to at least 60% of the loan forgiveness amount having been used for payroll costs. Why is this important? A lot of people, when they read the Flexibility Act, the way it was written, you could interpret it as if you did not use at least 60% of the funds for payroll, you were not eligible for any kind of forgiveness. This is now confirming that if you use less than 60% for payroll, you are still eligible for some kind of forgiveness. Now, this part that says subject to at least 60% of loan forgiveness amount having to be used for payroll costs, that is very important, and I will talk more about this later on in this video, okay? It also gives you information on the change on the safe harbor date, that the safe harbor date has been changed to December 31st. This is more for the amount of employees that you have to rehire in order to apply for forgiveness. So this confirms that you now have more flexibility in terms of reaching forgiveness, even though you do not have the same number of employees back. Now, here, very important, it says increase to 5 years the maturity of PPP loans that are approved by the SBA based on the date SBA signs a loan number on or after June 5th. Remember that other people are saying that the 2-year loan has now changed to a 5-year loan, but this is confirming that this will only apply for PPP loans that are signed on or after June 15th. So if you signed your PPP loan before June 5th, your loan is still a 2-year loan. Now, if you read the Flexibility Act, it says that even though you have a 2-year loan, you still can talk to the borrower, to your bank, to increase the maturity date of your loan. So basically it's telling you, okay, if you got the loan before June 5th, the loan is a 2-year loan. So start communicating with your bank who gave you the loan to get that period extended up to 5 years. Okay, so that's very important. It also says here, in addition, the new rules will confirm June 30th is the date on which a PPP loan application can be approved. So this is very important because it is confirming that if you have not applied for PPP, you have until June 30th to apply, because a lot of people were saying that this June 30th date was extended till December. This is confirming that in order to apply for a PPP loan, you must get it before June 30th. And if you haven't applied, there are still funds available. Okay, so this is the press release that came out yesterday. Now let's go back to this part of the press release that says subject to at least 60% of the loan forgiveness amount having to be used for payroll costs. That means that, let's look at the example. Okay, let's look at it here. So this is what it says, that at least 60% of loan forgiveness amount has to be used for payroll costs. Let's look at an example. Let's say that you got a PPP loan for $100,000. So that means that in order for that $100,000 to be eligible for forgiveness in full, you need to at least use $60,000 in payroll costs. But let's say that you did not use the $60,000 for payroll costs and you only used $50,000. Okay, so now the total amount that is eligible for forgiveness will be reduced. So how do you calculate that? So this is the $50,000 that you used for payroll costs. So now you divide that by 0.60, and that gives you $83,333. So that means that now the total amount for forgiveness that is eligible for forgiveness is not $100,000. It's only $83,333. So that means that if you take the $100,000 that you got, now this is the new eligible total amount for forgiveness. Now you know that $16,667 will not be forgiven. So you have to keep this in mind, okay? Now, there are some senators that want more changes to be done to the PPP loan. This is not law yet, but there are some senators that are trying to get all PPP loans that are under $150,000 to be considered grants, and that'll be automatically forgiven. So this will help, especially the loans that were given on the second round, which if you see the SBA website, on average, the SBA loans on the second round average at around $114,000. So this will help a lot of people. But once again, they're trying to make this change. Okay. Now, thank you. I just wanted to go over the press release and give you some good information. God bless you. God bless your business. Read Psalm 91 of the Bible. It helps during these tough times. And once again, if you don't know us, we are part of Freedom Group. We are a group of 4 companies where we have the tax accounting firm, an immigration law firm, we have a real estate company, and we also have an insurance and financial planning business. So we can help you in many, many ways. If you want to contact us, this is our contact information. If you haven't applied for a PPP loan, we are offering that service. Contact us and we can help you apply for the PPP loan. Or if you have received the PPP loan but want help in your forgiveness application, we can help you in that as well. Well, thank you very much. God bless you. Bye.